funny. The thing with Siege is that Siege, for as long as it's been around, for almost 10 years now, it has upheld the reputation of being one of the most toxic games, like known on the Tiny got your hair off the KFC. It's known to be like the most toxic game, like known to like the human race. There's been countless amounts of Siege being linked to childhood violence. There's been countless times where Siege has been linked to crime. There's been countless times where Siege has been linked to huge amounts of toxicity amongst the community. The Siege community isn't where you find nice people. You find lots of people who wasted their life away trying to work out DDoSing softwares, trying to fry your routers. They do it very frequently.
And they're way too fucking good at it too.
Yeah, it's not fun because Siege on average having the highest IQ per player. The people who research these DOSing softwares actually know what they're doing. It's very unfortunate.
Also, if I may add some, there was an article by Game Rant, a fucking pretty alright, pretty reputable media within the video game cyberspace. They were looking into a case with Siege, right, where there was actually the more like how do I put this? There was this fucking guy, right? He was like, he got heated in a Siege match, right? As you do, as we all do, we've all been there. But he was heated at this 13-year-old boy, right? And because he was chatting shit or something, he called him some choice words. So what this fucking 28-year-old dude did, this is a real story, by the way. Like, I actually looked it up, but like what this 28-year-old dude did, or it was like someone in 28. He found a guy on WhatsApp. He found the guy like actual neighborhood and like address, right? He went over there and he fucking killed the kid.
Oh, yeah,
He shot him. He fucking shot the kid. And I'm pretty sure he shot his parents too. And I was looking at it and I was like, damn. People are fucking whack, bro. It's just the game. You need to calm your ass.
Yeah.
Honestly, only Siege, dog. You need to calm your ass down, dog. It ain't that fucking deep. But yeah, that was a funny little anecdote I saw.
It's Siege is it's unlike many other games where such as Roblox, where kids can get exploited for cash or whatever. Like Siege kids, like people just get abused. Like, it's an abusive platform. It's fun, don't get me wrong, when you're on the right side of the community, like all the pro players and whatnot who are out there to genuinely like help people get better, as opposed to rather like just abuse their family. It's a good game, but on numerous accounts of my personal experience and my many years playing the game, I've almost had my router fried. Numerous times I've had my IP tracked and I've been DDoSed, and numerous times they have shut down my house internet. All because like you just get a bit heated in the moment, and they're like, I'm gonna go DDoS you, and I'm gonna like pull up all your details, and I think it only really happened once, and they didn't even pull up like anything crazy. I think they pulled up my name, which was on my Xbox profile. So I wasn't too scared. I wasn't too phased.
But it's still scary that they can find all that stuff
Exactly.
so easily on the platform.
Like it's so easily accessible to them, and with Siege, when you're so riled up and you're so like in the moment and you're just infuriated, you always jump to wanting to go to like, oh, I want to see where this guy lives, just because you want to get that fear mongering sort of adrenaline. It's a bit messy. It's not great. I don't recommend Siege because you'll live a longer, happier, healthier life if you don't play it. But that's just me.
That being said, it's pretty fucking fun. I will admit, we were playing it just before this, and we were having a blast.
Tanny got boned.
Yeah, Tanny got absolutely railed in Siege. But besides, also adding to that fucking your shit being leaked, saying fucking back to what you were saying about your information being leaked is I was playing Siege the other day on my computer. Having a good old time. I was chilling with some mates, and some fucking guy, he decided to pull up my current address, my past address, my fucking full legal name in all chat, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pull up car." But yeah, that's pretty fucking scary. However, I did find out after that it was one of my mates back in Queensland trying to fucking play a funny little prank on me. So but yeah, it's pretty scary with especially just all that entire space, because Ubisoft does nothing to combat that. They have probably the most relaxed relaxed rules and regulations I've ever seen in a video game. So, it's not as relaxed as there's something like Roblox, for example, which is what we'll talk about next.
For a first-person shooter game targeted towards teenagers and adults, you'd expect them to have much stricter regulations behind it and measures. But nah, they don't care. They couldn't give a flying shit.
Especially streamers who play the game for teenagers, and teenagers are more influenced by their actions.
Yeah.
So for example, if you see a very popular streamer on the platform playing the game, right, and they're emitting some kind of toxic behavior, some people who are very fond of that YouTuber or streamer, younger people are usually influenced by how they act, which spreads that kind of toxic vibe throughout the entire, because people want to act like them.
Yeah, they want to be them. They want to be like their favorite streamers.
Yeah,
it's like a virus almost.
It really is. It spreads so fast across the platforms, and famous people like Jinxie. You know how they all want to just copy what he does. Be how he gives off a silly, goofy attitude.
This loud over the top type of attitude. And a lot of people want to replicate that and repeat that. And a lot of younger kids don't understand that it's a persona that he's putting on. That's not who he genuinely is.
It could always be worse. He could be a really toxic person. It's just I'm just glad that it was him to revive our beloved video game instead of somebody else who might have not been so nice and might have brought even more toxic people to the community to ruin the game for the people who have sticked around so long.
Exactly.
Because after my 3-year hiatus from the game, I came back, and if anything, after Jinxie revived it, it was actually pretty nice. Everybody was pretty wholesome, pretty alright. And then other streamers started getting back into it, and there's not good apples by any means. There's always people like that, but it could always be worse. Like Roblox, for example. Holy shit, do I have some choice words about that? I was researching this topic for a hot minute. I was watching this YouTube channel called People Make Games, right? They made a video about Roblox a year or two ago, right? And I learned quite a few things. They have a in-game stock market where you can gamble real money, in place they have that currency that you buy for real money. You can gamble real money, and if you make games on there, they take a 75, nearly 80% cut of your earnings. Yeah, they take a 75.5% cut of any money you make on that website, because it's it's technically their thing because they host it, and the main player base being 9 to 15, they don't make a lot of money anyway. They're just there to have fun, and they're just there to just enjoy themselves and in the experience and in the thing. But if you were to make an indie game on Steam, for example, or Epic, or just an indie game anywhere else apart from on Roblox, you'd make so much more money. Lethal Company, for example, that was an indie game made by a Roblox developer, and he made more than the new Call of Duty did. He made maybe 2 times the amount the new Call of Duty did, and everybody's talking about that. And if he released that on Roblox, he would have gotten close to nothing on that game.
Yeah.
Because he would have been boned by the Roblox core. But the lack of money that you get from the game stems ultimately from the lack of exposure you get. Because if you've ever played Roblox, there's always like the same like hundreds of games, the same like 100 games on there all the time, and the only really way to get that exposure, right, that they were talking about, that this YouTube channel was talking about, is to advertise, like, you know, get streamers and YouTubers to try to play it, or you could pay Roblox directly to advertise it. However, what you have to do is you like pay, or like you enter an auction, right? I imagine you both, or you all know what an auction is, but you enter an
Not
auction,
brain
and whoever, and you know, this guy, if you don't get the highest, you know, bid or whatever, you just lose your money. You don't gain anything from it. You just usually lose your money entirely, and like, it's just one of them things. It's like just a pain in the ass. And if you like beat all the odds, you make a really successful game, right? These people were like, oh yeah, if you make, you know, really successful game, it's popped off immensely, you know, it's gone crazy, you know, as the kids say, it's gone wild. If anybody makes any kind of purchase inside your game, Roblox still takes a 30% cut of any transaction. So if you spend $10 there, they'll take $3 of that, and you just won't ever see that again. It's just wild.
Yeah, that's not...
And there's things on Roblox, right, with like items, right, that go for quite literally millions of US dollars. Like there's this thing called the Ultra Commando or something, and I think it's like on sale for like 100 grand USD. And the scary thing is, like, because of the most Roblox player base is so young, being 9 to 15, they could just get their mom's credit card and they could just blow 100 grand on some Roblox thing, because there's no like, are you sure, or like, you know, to verify that you want to make this purchase. You just click accept once, and it's just gone. Your money's just fucking out of there. And Roblox has been so stingy about about refunds of that caliber, because then that means they lose the money, and they don't like to lose money. We all know that. But damn, it's getting really dark. Can you open the blind a bit more? I know I'm making you get up, like, but it's getting dark.
Sidetrack.
There we go. That's a bit better. But yeah, crazy. And another thing that Tej is
I want
Tej.
to see if he wants to call and tell us his fun stories about Siege.
Oh yeah, we'll get a special guest in here if he says yes. But yeah, the funny thing about Roblox is their their child safety laws are just non-existent. They just don't exist. They are absolutely abhorrent. They are so bad. Because there was this case of this guy who made one of the most popular one of those most popular Roblox video games called Sonic Simulator, right? He owned this group called Sonic Eclipse Online, right? Pardon me. And he was the owner. He was making bank on that game. But he because most of his developers and like managers and all that, because it was like a full team making this game, he was in contact with way too many children, like, because most of his team were, you know, young people, like maybe young adults, or like most of them, like the supporters were children. So there was this chat line. I'll see if I can find it. But there's this chat line of him talking to this 13-year-old girl, right? And he was like talking, and he was like showing progress of this game that he was making. And then it apparently, according to her statement in this video, as I said, I'll see if I can pull it up. He apparently started making really sexual jokes, and like started, like, you know, saying some really sexually charged stuff. It was disgusting to hear. Yeah, so from future here. The chat line I was referring to, obviously I'm gonna be showing explicit content and messages that was sent to a child. This guy's name in the group that I was talking about, who made this fan game, his short name was Doc, in this chat line anyway, and he was 24 when she was only 12 when he first started sexting her. So obviously, you know, content warning, it's, you know, really gross stuff. but he was like sending her a bunch of stuff, such as like, oh, just trying progress at the start. And then it like kind of devolved into some absolutely disgusting stuff. Like he was just saying some disgusting stuff. And keep in mind, he was still like 24 years old. She was only 12. Like it's absolutely abhorrent. And like as I was saying about this dude's supporters being young people, like the fact that he can just take advantage of them and like exploit them for whatever reason. Like he had like no reason to even be in contact with any children. He had no reason whatsoever. There's no way of justifying any of that. And like when you see the chat logs, they're like absolutely abhorrent. It's like actually disgusting. It's like when you have the context behind it, it's like just absolutely awful. And it's just awful to see that that this big company that Roblox has doesn't do anything to protect its player base or like protect any of its young people. It's like it's disgusting. Like why would you have a platform if your main goal isn't to protect the people on it? But yeah, that's just all I had to say about that for a little more context.
Greedy companies, man. It's just one of them things where you wish it would go away, but it just doesn't. And like, I wish their moderation system was just better, because if somebody in either of our families, right, be it younger cousin, people we know, if any of that happened to them, I'm sure that, we'd be ruined.
Yeah.
We would be absolutely disgusted and appalled.
It's curious thinking that like a billion-dollar company only cares about their rep and doesn't care for the safety of their players. It's like when it comes to big companies, even like Ubisoft and whatnot, you're really only like a statistic, and you're only really a number in their like huge operation that is making games. And it's sucky because you'd think like this huge company would uphold a reputability and accountability, but it doesn't, and it's a bit of a shame that it ends up being that way.
Yeah, especially the things they promote on their platform. So like how like the game is mostly targeted towards kids like 6 to like 15, like very young people. But Roblox has been known to like promote like dating games, like dating apps like Tinder.
Yeah.
Like like to children, right? That's like it's not really such a thing that kids should be focusing on, especially on a platform that promotes young kids. Like if a platform is going to be like purely based on money or any greediness in it, it's not going to work out well. Like it's just been targeted towards so many toxic aspects of it. Like I don't really believe that the things on that game should still be like publicized or promoted well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a serious issue for both of those video games. But what I feel is missing in this huge component is Minecraft, right? Now, the Minecraft community, it might seem innocent because it's targeted at a younger audience, but actually there are like at least hundreds and hundreds of people that are over the age of 20 that do these creepy acts like pedophilia, right? Toxic behaviors, DDoSing, all of those like tragic things you find in video games, right? Like what I've seen that has become more inherent like over the years is streamers who have a larger like fan base, right? A larger fan base that they use to like to like communicate their own channel, right? They do that by playing Minecraft, right? But I feel that they abuse their own power, their authority that they have over the fan base that they create by like, cause like how stupid kids are, like they let that influence get to their head, and like there was this video that I saw by Retro Show Gaming. Basically he talked about how toxic the community is and how they don't hold anything back against the creators of the game, and honestly, the creators of the game have done wonderful. There's no nothing wrong about Mojang itself, but it's like more of the people who have like who don't like Mojang itself. Like, you understand, like, because over the years, Mojang has listened to their audience, like try and put everything into their game, but like every time their own audience just does not want to listen. Like, they don't want, like, they feel as if their own like opinions don't matter.
Yeah.
Like, Mojang themselves have like spoken out about how toxic their own community is, and what, like, because like, for example, like, they do something for the community, right? Half of their gamers would love it, right? But the other half would like, oh no, I wouldn't want that time to do some toxic stuff by destroying their game, hacking their game, putting like their own version of the game out there. Like it's been seen that like multiple versions of Minecraft have been like hacked into. Like, there is no reason why people on that platform should be like rejecting what Mojang has done. Mojang is a wonderful company, I feel. Like, there is no bad thing that they do. They don't promote any of like the pedophilia movements that Roblox has been doing. Roblox is a bad company.
They don't promote it they don't really promote it per se, but
It's just more advertised, I guess,
Yeah.
further.
It's definitely more lenient.
Yeah.
However, the with the Mojang things being hacked into, there was one of my mates at my last school, right? Because this was back when, you know, in like, you know, middle school, whatever, when you go to the computer lab to do shit, right? Like, you know, you go to computer lab, you know, and do whatever. One of my mates, he got Minecraft 1.5 or something like that, and he hacked into the game. He's removed all the source code, right? And he put that on like his own, like, you know, .com website or something like that, right? And so you could just click on that for free, and like, you know, you didn't have to like, you know, pay Mojang, which, you know, what you should do. He like pretty much just pirated the entire fucking game.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. Like, Mojang is this huge company with this huge team of developers, but the security of the game feels like so unjust. Like, people are able to hack into their servers easily because it's a huge game. Like, I feel like people's personal like identities or personal information is not safe. Like, the game isn't safe for kids that, you know, don't know anything about the world, or about how people can just hack into their game or software, whatever it is, and then just steal everything they have. But, you know, over the years, Mojang has been trying to cooperate with that, trying to get rid of all the people who have taken like advantage of that. Oh, and speaking of taking advantage, there are like so many servers out there. Like, people have made so many servers out there that mainly exploit a portion of a community, like the LGBTQ community. They've been exploited just because of their purposes, like for money. So people like advertise their server, and then people join, but they have to pay for that kind of thing, and people actually do fall for it. I saw this video. I don't really remember where this is from, but there was these people that joined the game, and the game was the LGBTQ server. They were like exploiting their money. Like, everything was pay to win, and basically they messed up the whole server.
Yeah.
And like, the whole server was on a kind of hiatus. It was shut down, which I feel they were heroes for doing. But yeah, it's just that sole aspect of them just like using them for profit, using Minecraft on its own as a like money greediness kind of thing. And I feel that what those people did was nice.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but it's not only like they're exploiting Minecraft and Mojang, like this innocent, like, all good doing company.
Well,
They're exploiting like minority groups as well, like the fact that they're trying to make this drive, like saying, hey, join our server, invest in this because it's LGBT, this and that, and then they exploit that for money. Like, it just shows like how do I word this? It shows how selfish that a lot of the people and the people who pirate the servers and whatnot are. Like, it just shows how selfish they are, and it's like they're really trying to exploit this company that's really done in theory nothing wrong and has done all good to their gamers and their widespread community.
Yeah, it's also the fact that people who make stuff like that pay to win is kind of trashy because they're just preying on people who want a sense of belonging. Like with the LGBTQ community growing ever bigger and bigger every day and every week. It's really just scummy that people would try to prey on people who just want to be a part of something and want to feel belonged.
They want to they want to associate with people who they can relate to and have and are like-minded people, and the fact that in what they think is a safe environment, that when they find that that's getting pirated and exploited, it's like they just can't really, they're hesitant about joining different other groups or talking to other people online because they don't know if it's been faked or not.
Yeah, because they could always be exploited again. But it's like, it's not the company in theory. I imagine there's obviously no perfect company. A company can never be perfect. But Mojang's pretty up there. They're pretty good. They haven't done quite a
Yeah, they
haven't
really
done quite a bit. Yeah.
like there's not much they've done to promote this kind of like negativity of the server, but I feel like there are streamers out there and like YouTubers out there that have done way much more than Mojang has done. But there's nothing wrong about the company itself. Like they don't do any of that bad stuff, but they should definitely like say something about the use of and exploiting young teenagers. And like if only like more people would spread this kind of information around, then maybe like teenagers could become more aware of the situation, and
They know how to identify it.
yeah, so they would know how to identify this kind of problem. But yeah, maybe sooner in the future Mojang could fix
It's
that kind of problem.
It's also about, like, as you were saying about, streamers and content creators exploiting their fan base, is that's pretty common. It's been so common to a point where it's been memed on pretty heavily. Because when you see somebody, I'm gonna make a wild comparison here, but whenever somebody starts content creating and they just happen to do Minecraft, everybody just kind of automatically assumes that they're a kitty fiddler.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that they just automatically that it's like it's not good in the
Well,
slightest.
it's like some kind of stereotype for
Yeah.
like Minecraft YouTubers. Like they tend to go on a bad path. Like popular MMOs, you know that guy?
Oh, he
Who-
fell off hard.
I know, cause like him and his girlfriend, bro. Like they
He's
were.
in jail.
Yeah, I know. Well, didn't he get out? I swear he got out.
I don't know, but I think he was abusive. I'm pretty sure he was abusing
Yeah.
his spouse.
Yeah, well, some people like may speculate that like maybe it's that power from like
And the authority.
and the authority, like content creating got to his head, and like made him a different person to what he usually is. Because those two were going strong for like a long time on the YouTube platform. They were inspiration to a lot of people, but unfortunately, I feel as if the content creating and the community got to his head and made him do that kind of stuff. And there are also a lot of number of YouTubers like Dream, who like kind of support the stuff like pedophilia. He kind of supports that idea.
He definitely is
Rough around the edges.
he's definitely rough around the edges, as you'd said. He definitely, I'm pretty sure it was outed that he does, that he is a kitty diddler.
Yeah.
I
I think he got jumped for it.
Yeah, I think he did got jumped to it because I remember there was a video going around of the voice actor for Gumball absolutely roasting the shit out of him because of these allegations, which I was pretty sure were found true. However, it should be stated that it's not all content creators, because popular MMOs, as we said, he went down a pretty dark path. He's in jail still, I'm pretty sure, for abuse. However, people like
that I grew up on personally. I'm sure you guys grew up on like Dan TDM,
Yes.
Stampy Cat, bro. Like yeah, Dan TDM, Stampy Cat, like
Jacksepticeye.
Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, all those people that we used to watch back in the day. They still have a pretty solid reputation. Like Stampy, for example, he's just finished off his Minecraft series after like 12, 13 years. Very, very sad for me. But yeah, he finally finished it off, and if anything, people were praising him because he didn't turn out like the other content creators. Like he didn't do anything bad. He was very on brand. He was very kid friendly. He never talked to kids. That has been alleged anyway. I think there were allegations, however, but it was like some chick was lying about it. I'm pretty sure. But even then, like there were no allegations. Like he's a really clean slate.
Yeah, and like that's like a reoccurring thing, right? Like there are people who like create Minecraft content for like pure like no monetization, no money, just pure joy, like
Just
for
for
inspiration. Yeah, for a hobby, right? But there are also people out there like in the toxic communities that try and bring that kind of like inspiring YouTube. They try to bring them down, and like they spread false allegations.
They're actively searching for money.
Yeah, they're actively searching for money and trying to like monetize off of their behavior. It's very, very despicable of other YouTubers who try and do that, and not just YouTubers actually, just viewers like haters out there in the Minecraft community that don't like specific Minecraft YouTubers that like try and spread this positive message around that people try and get around, but like people just want to bring that kind of thing down, which leads me back to why Mojang hasn't been able to do anything about it or promote it in any way, and that itself should be bad, right? Like that itself shouldn't be a thing that should be reoccurring in the Minecraft community.
Yeah, even then, it's not even just the haters. It's like the toxic fan base who are like, they're like, the stands, bro. Like K-pop, for example. Holy hell, are those fucking fans scary, dog. They are such diehard fans to the point where like they'll do anything if you even like slightly talk bad about their artist. Taylor Swift fans, which has gone around recently, like the Swifties. If you do anything to even dog on her music or whatever, they get really angry with you to the point where like there's been cases of stans sending people death threats who have like disagreed with somebody that they like. Back to the Minecraft things, like Dream still has a pretty like toxic fan base.
Yes, yeah, because like over the years, Dream has like accumulated so many negativity, like because his whole channel is built around how like kids should like just listen to what he says, and like fans out there like most of his fan base is actually just kids, like they're just kids, like young people that don't know what they're doing or what they're enjoying or what they're watching. But Dream has just done so much bad things that his community has gone kind of stuck to it, and his fan base has just become so toxic towards other YouTubers such as Technoblade or like any very
Anybody
big
who like slightly disagrees with him.
yeah.
Like they just send them death threats, which has been very common in this very sad, very pathetic fan base, because they just send people death threats. It's like, why though? Like just because somebody slightly disagrees with you doesn't mean you have to wish death upon them. Like if me and Nick here had a disagreement, like let's say he doesn't like fried chicken but I do.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't tell him to go kill himself for it. Like there's no right in me even thinking that, because he just slightly disagrees with me. It's the same with stands. Like I can't make a comparison, but I can't really make a comparison, but it's just really dumb when you hear about him, because it's like you have no right to be that angry on behalf of somebody. Like there's no reason to be that angry on behalf of anybody.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't know them personally, unless you do. Like, if you know them personally, then there's, like, you know, some level of, like, you know, leniency in being angry for them. But, like, I think it's because the reason people get so angry is because of that parasocial relationship people have nowadays in social media. Like, I went to... Actually, I went to, a DreamHack convention a week or two ago. And Swagger Souls was there, right? Yeah, I was too much of a bitch to ask for a photo, but I talked to him.
Is he really there?
Yeah, he was there. But he had like these two big, you know, security guards, and there was this one chick who was following him around the entire day when I was there. I was there from like what? I was there from like 10 to like 7 p.m. It was really fun. But like there was this one chick following him all day to the point where she had to get kicked out because she was like she thought that they were dating or like whatever. It was like that parasocial relationship. So she was like constantly like up against him and like touching him and all that. And obviously like you'd look around and he was like really uncomfortable. Like it was honestly really sad because like she like genuinely thought that they were dating. It was like to the point where like it was actually kind of scary because like she would like push people away from him, like if they like tried to get a photo or whatever, and like they said yes, and she was like lurking all the time. It was really bad, but like that's what like kind of what the fan bases in like our respective video games are, especially Minecraft, because like they just get really angry for no reason because they think they know the person, but they really don't because of the parasocial relationship with today's society.
Yes, and like I feel like there's nothing more to talk about this topic, especially.
It just gets kind of sad.
I know it's just like
It takes a steep turn down.
like there's nothing else you could add on to this kind of thing. But
I mean, there is things you can add on, but it just gets really sad.
Yeah, I mean like nothing better could get out of this. But honestly, just the main message is Mojang should just focus purely on their
Making a good game, protecting their player base.
protecting their player base and protecting their like security and information. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Holy shit, we ran at about 18